In this video, I'll teach you how to host a WordPress website on Amazon Lightsail instance. Additionally, we'll link a domain name and install a free SSL certificate towards the end, and I will help you upgrade this existing instance. So let's get started. So in Google, let's search AWS Amazon. Once you find this link with aws.amazon.com, just click on it and click on sign in to the console. Use the credentials which you have. If you don't have the credentials, then create an account and log in with that credential. Once that is done, on the top bar, there is a search. Let's search Lightsail. Select the first option. On the Lightsail dashboard, you will see list of all the instances created. Now create instance. So we can also change the AWS region, but for this video, we'll keep the instance location same. And then we'll select the a platform which is Linux/Unix, and we'll keep the by default option which is the WordPress. We'll scroll down. We'll click on the change SSH key pair if you want to log into the terminal using the SSH. We'll create the new one. We'll select the region and we'll click on the create button. We'll give the name WP-test and we'll create the generate key pair. Once that is created, you can download the private key which you can use in the later stages. If you want to enable snapshot, you can enable that. We'll keep the dual stake option as a networking type. By default, it selects the $5 USD per month, which is 1 GB memory and 2 V CPU processing with 40 GB SSD storage and 1 TB of transfer, which is basically free for 3 months right now. We'll scroll down and we'll give the instance name as WP-demo. We'll scroll down and we'll click the create instance button. Once that is done, so we'll wait for some time for the instance to be up and running. Once the instance is up and running, we go inside the instance and where it is written public IPv address, we will click the IP address to copy it. Then we'll open the new tab in the browser and we'll paste it. So this is how you open your WordPress website on the browser, and this is how you install WordPress on the Lightsail instance. I will close the tab and we will click on Access WordPress Admin. On bottom, we will see the public IP address. We will click that WP-admin link and it will open up in the new tab. We don't have username and password, but I'll show you how to get the username and password by logging inside the console and getting the password. Locate our instance and where you can see the three dots right next to that there is a icon which you click on it. It will basically take you to the terminal. After clicking it, it will load the terminal on the browser and we will type the command cat bitnami underscore application password. So the password which you can see is printed on the screen. So we'll copy that password. We'll go inside the WP demo instance. We'll again click on the Access WordPress admin and we'll click the link. The username is user and the password we copied from the instance. So now we click on the login button and it will log in inside the system. So this is how the WordPress admin you can access. On the left hand side, you can click on the post to see all the posts and the pages to see all the pages. Now let's link the domain name which we have purchased from godaddy.com to this instance. We'll click on the networking tab and we'll scroll down and we'll click on the attach static IP. We'll specify the name as wp-go and we'll click on continue. So this will create a static IP address and it will attach to our instance. We can go on the left side networking tab to see the static IP address which we just created and that is assigned to our instance. Now we'll click the domain and DNS on the left side and we'll click on the create DNS zone. We'll enter the gomusic.com as a domain name and we'll scroll down and we'll click on create DNS zone. It will take some time to create the DNS zone. Once that is created, it will show us the name server which we need to copy paste at the godaddy.com under the gomusic.com in order to point to our instance. So let's do that. Go to google.com and search for GoDaddy and click the godaddy.com link. Now click on the sign in button on the top. Enter your credentials where you have purchased the domain. Now click the gomusic.com on the left side and click on the domain on the left hand side. Click manage DNS under the gomusic.com. Scroll down. Now click on the name server tab. By default, you can see some name server which is already added. Now let's click on change name server and let's copy paste those 4 name server. Once you have copy pasted all the name server, we can click on the save button. It will show the message saying that the existing name server will be replaced with the new one. And once we hit the continue button, it will basically replace the existing name server. Based on DNS changes, it will take several hours in order to reflect properly the mapping. Once the name server is updated, we go back to our instance, we go inside the domain and DNS, and we go inside our domain, which is gomusic.com. Once we go inside the gomusic.com, we click on the assignment tab and we click the add assignment. In that, we'll select the select a resource, which is the destination. In that, we'll select the WP demo, the one which we created. And we'll select the static IP address and we'll click on the assign. By default, it will select the WP Go, that static IP address which we have linked to the domain in the previous section where inside the networking, we have seen that the IP address is attached to the name which is WP-Go. So the domain assignment is created for the gomusic.com. Now we will open the new tab and we'll type gomusic.com and we'll press the enter button. Again, it will take some time for DNS to reflect anywhere between 1 to 8 hours. As you can see that it is saying it is not secure on the top. As of now, there is no SSL which is installed. So I'll show you how to install the SSL certificate in order to make your website secure. Now we'll go inside the console by clicking on the icon. So we'll write the command sudo space /opt/bitnami/. bncrt hyphen tool and we'll press the enter button. Now we'll specify the domain name. Type www.gomusic.com space gomusic.com and press enter. Now we'll type the Y, which is yes, and press the enter button. We'll type Y and press enter for the www redirection and type N for www to non-www redirection. And then we'll click the Y to agree these changes and we will enter the email address and we'll type the Y to agree the let's encrypt agreement and press the enter. Once this is done, it will take few seconds in order to reply. If things are successfully, then you will see this message. We just need to press enter to continue and you will see the command prompt if things are installed successfully. Now we'll open the browser, open the tab and type gomusic.com. As soon as we type gomusic.com and enter, you will see the lock icon, which is basically nothing but the certificate, which is an SSL, and the URL is redirecting to HTTPS. So we click on the lock, we click show certificate to see the information about the certificate, and this certificate will expire on 3rd May 2024 and the certificate will automatically get renewed. Now I will show you how to upgrade your existing instance. In this case, we will try to upgrade this 1 GB RAM, 2 vCPU, 40 GB SSD to a newer instance. We click on the three dots and we'll stop the instance and we'll hit the stop button. It takes some time to stop. We go inside the WP demo. We click on this snapshot and we click on the link create snapshot and we give the name of a snapshot which we want to create. After giving the name, we hit the create button. If the server is still trying to stop, we cannot create the snapshot. We need to wait before we can create the snapshot. We'll wait for few seconds before we can create the snapshot. So after waiting for a few seconds, we'll again click on create snapshot. We'll give the name and we'll click on the create. Now this time it will create the snapshot. Again, this creation of snapshot will take maybe 1 or 2 minutes in order to create the complete snapshot. Once that is done, when the snapshot is taken, we will see the date and the time. Now we click the snapshot and we click on the create new instance to create the instance from the backup. Now it says that the existing configuration is 1 GB RAM, 2 vCPU, 40 GB SSD. We can change the instant location if we want to change the instant location. Rest every information will keep it same. We'll select the $10 in this size, which is basically 2 GB memory, 2 vCPU processing, 60 GB SSD, and 1.5 TB transfer. We scroll down, we'll give the instance name again, wp-demo-upgrade. We'll scroll down and we'll click on the create instance. Again, this will take some time in order to create the new instance. New instance will take some time to come up. Meanwhile, we'll click the WP demo instance like the three dots and we will delete the instance. We'll click on the yes delete. So it will delete the instance. After waiting for a few minutes, our instance is up and running. Now we go inside the instance and we will link the domain, which is gomusic.com. We'll click the domain tab and we'll click the assign domain. In that, we'll select the domain, which is gomusic.com, and we'll scroll down. In order to attach the static IP address which we have created in the previous section, we will click on the attach static IP and we will select the wp-static-go and click on attach button and we'll click on the continue. So now we have linked the gomusic.com and the static IP address to the new instance which we have created from the older one. Now we will open a tab on the browser and we will type the gomusic.com and press the enter. You will see that SSL and everything is as it is. So there is no change. Even the credentials on the WP admin will remain same. Nothing changes. We have just migrated from the older version to the newer version of the WordPress instance. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned how to install WordPress website on AWS Lightsail instance with a linking domain, install SSL certificate and upgrade the existing server. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.